Good evening. This is probably like the second or third time I've ever done this. And I wasn't even going to bother doing another one. I was like, fuck it. And while sitting here and unlisting a lot, the different vids, because I'm trying to really move away from some of this bullshit. Like, I'm really trying to get away from it. And while I'm sitting there clicking the unlist, I get a phone call from my folks. And my dad's in a slight panic, and at first I'm getting worried about my mom. No, I find out my dog Nani got attacked again. This time by every single fucking dog there, minus probably one. So he's taking her up to the vet's place. I guess they nearly ripped her fucking ear off, and I'm sitting there going, I can't take much more. Got left with a really bad fucking mess so somebody can go worry about themselves. I mean, like, they did some fucked up things. From accepting payment from their mother to fuck up their relationship, to cheating, to fucking keeping me keep fucking with my head, wanting to fucking marry me so that they can turn around and probably empty me dry once my home was sold and then fucking leave me. Or try to fucking cause some situation to try and pull some bullshit like she did before. To try and put me in a bad spot that, yeah, just tried taking me for everything. And I've been left with this big ass fucking mess. Because she got great, wonderful advice from her fucked up friends and her fucking family. Why? Because I'm not rich. That's their problem. They hate people who are not, that don't have money. Or doesn't fit a certain look. It's because of people like them. I don't have a drive for money. And I learned that physical looks is secondary to the attraction of the personality. Physical attraction's always going to play a part regardless who you are. That's just a given. Yet I also know that what you see at face value can easily hide what's underneath. And the way I look at it is, if you always have to use a Snapchat filter to fucking take a selfie, then you're obviously hiding who you are. Because, well, if you view yourself as that being ugly and you have to use a Snapchat filter to cover up how you feel about yourself, then you probably need to think about it. I've just been really done with this shit. Like, I'm trying to break away from what has happened. I mean, one step forward, 10 steps back. That's just what it's been. And I'm sitting here going, great, how do I go 300 miles to go help my folks out now to deal with the animals? Because I can't really afford to go up there. It was either food and make a property payment or go see my folks. I just can't do this anymore. I need to get my animals out of there. I'm at the point I'm going to have to get them some shock collars, because there's always growling involved when they pull that shit. In hopes to give them enough of a zap not to hurt them, but enough to make them stop, because this shit can't keep going. I don't want to put down. I don't want to end up having to put down like 5 dogs, and 2 of which are also part of my parents' dogs. They've taken on, just to protect the one, and that's where it's at. And I don't want to. A pack mentality has happened because there's no adults around up there to correct these animals. They just stand there and yell at them. Kind of like what I got throughout my life. I either got yelled at or got the shit, damn near beat out of me. Got my ass whooped real good. They're gonna have, I don't like the idea of having to rehome them somewhere. It's just my hands are getting tied. What can I fucking do? And when animals are starting to do that, and all of them are doing that, they're becoming ruined, and you can't trust them around any other animal or dog at that point, or even child. And that's what's really fucking bothering me. This is a mess that was created so somebody can go out and have fun while I was committed to them. And people are wondering, some people around me wonder why I'm still dealing with it. Because I'm still dealing with the effects of what happened to them fucking cheating and lying and stealing and manipulating and fucking with my head for, at this point, as far as I can tell, for the last 12 fucking years. Like, I'm having to really, what do you call it? Reanalyze my entire life, who my friends and family are. Who was there when I needed them most? And when people contacted me, I was usually always there. It doesn't mean that none of them weren't there for me. Like, when I was in the hospital, she showed up, but I can't help but feel like she only showed up for her own personal gain. That's what all this was. The last 12 years was a fucking gain. I had no idea what was going on, and I'm waking up finding out that I had tried killing myself. And that's why I was in that hospital, and I have no memory for those 6-7 days. I don't even know why it happened. I don't even know exactly what the fuck happened. And nobody tells me. I get these different things, and it's like, was I awake or not? Because I don't remember anything. And through part of it, I was in drug-induced coma because, I guess, of my kidneys and my heart. So I have no fucking memory of a lot of things. Only for it to be non-stop. Like, I wake up and then find out this entire fucking thing. I can't help but believe it. I woke up in fucking hell. I always said that for the last several years, that when I woke up, nothing felt the same. Like, I feel like I woke up in fucking hell. And it just keeps getting fucking worse. Like, I don't have a fucking year that has gone at this point without something from my brother and my sister passing away a month apart. My grandpa, family members falling apart, my kids fucking turning around and fucking hating the shit out of me for God knows what reason, only to find out it was because my current ex fucking was talking shit and lying to them. Like she did to everyone else where I was concerned. That's why I had nobody to turn to. That's why I don't know who to talk to. That's why I can't trust anybody. Really, I can't trust anybody. And I know they enjoy seeing me hurting. It gets them off. It makes them feel good. Why would somebody fucking keep doing this shit to you if they didn't enjoy it? And that's where I'm at. Yeah. I'm overwhelmed, and here I am trying to break away from this shit, and then I'm getting a phone call about my old dog Nani. I mean, she's old. She's getting up there, and this happening, I was afraid it was going to happen. The fact that my dad's having to leave my mom alone at home and all this shit and isn't getting any help, and I'm having to deal with this house because I can't trust the fucking neighbors. I can't really fucking leave because I don't feel comfortable possibly running into them in town. That's why I don't really go. I'm afraid to leave half the time. I can't really go up and get, some of my dogs out of there to help alleviate some of this shit. Like, my hands are fucking tied. My plate is overfilled, and I can't keep up with this shit. Like, the moment I try to relax, there's more shit. And that's why I'm in a constant, like, I'm ready for what's next. It's constant. It's been nonstop since getting this fucking house. It has not ended. It just doesn't end. It's like, can I at least for once, like, be able to start doing, like, can I start being happy again for once? Can I start making other people happy again for once? Can I start having more positive things to say for once? That's why I have to go, when I go through, I end up filtering out my vids and unlisting them and eventually turning them to private because I don't like all this negative shit. And this is what I mean by I had to renew my Facebook, create new Facebook profiles every couple years because it's nonstop shit. It just doesn't fucking end. And I've been beyond my breaking point and I've just been trying to hold on, and I want to give up and I can't give up at the same time. I don't have it in me to give up like that, yet at the same time I don't have it in me to keep going with this shit. I just can't keep doing it. I'm This is why I'm tired of being alone all the time. Like, I'm mentally broke down. And I know my kids watch this shit. I know they're fucking happy to see what's going on with their dad. They took part in some of this shit. Just like my ex. She was the core to start this, right into hers and my child. And it went from there to my younger child, and from there out. And it's never fucking stopped just where that shit's concerned. Does it make me hate them? No. I still love my kids. I still love their moms very much. I actually miss them every day. But I can't associate with people like that, and I hate what they've been doing. And I'm just really fucking fed up. I'm nothing like I was even fucking 5 years ago before we got this place. I've changed to the point it fucking broke me, and now I'm trying to figure out how to piece what I can back together, refine myself, and trying not to lose what I have left. Is this going to drive me to hating anybody? No. Is this going to drive me to blaming God? No. This isn't making me lose my faith, because the only person I've really been able to look to is God through all this. Do I sit here and push my faith on other people in these vids? No. That's why I try not to do that whole preach thing. There's other channels for that. I just more or less I'm just kind of sharing my daily life. And the downside is it's been such full of shit. It's really hard to post anything different. You know, it's just I just don't know what else to do. I've been just running on just a little bit of faith and hope, and that's really it. I've pretty much lost everything else within me because I can't keep up with it. There's just so much fucking shit. We didn't have all these problems with the animals or anything till that fucking person pulled the shit she did and put the animals and myself into this fucking situation where they're being separated from home to another place, having to intermix into another home while I'm trying to deal with this one over the fucking cell. There's just so much fucking shit. Well, all they can do is sit at home in their PJs, popping their fucking pills, moping around about how miserable they fucking are after they're the ones who chose to do all this shit. And all I ever ask them to do is communicate, and they're not even capable to do that. They're not capable of telling the truth. They're not capable of doing any of that. That's why I'm at the point I wrote them off. I love them very much. I let them know what happened. Because, yeah, if they do care at all, they should at least be aware of what's gone on with our animals. Our animals should not have been put in this situation. When they're competing for territory and they know that when it comes down to it, this was their home, they're basically guests in that home, but they don't understand that. And it's at the point that there's a very high chance they're going to get stuck getting. If we can't get this broken or deterred, that I'm going to end up having to put down almost all my animals. Literally the ripple effects of somebody who spent the last several years using me, manipulating me, fucking with my head just so that they can go do whatever they want to get approval from friends and family. That's how I've been treated in my relationships, and it would be nice if I could find somebody that actually gave a shit for once, regardless of what I look like or how much money I have in my fucking bank account. Like I said, it's people like that that took that drive, that purpose out of me. I don't care about that shit, about money and fucking shit like that. I understand it's a tool. I care enough about it that there's a purpose for it, but to be why, in essence, why you hurt people and you sell your soul to the fucking devil just so you can get a little bit of gain. How you leave people and all that, the people and, you know, the family that you fucking, yeah, to clean up your fucking mess. I just want out. I want gone. I want this house sold. I need my animals out of where they're at. We need a regular fucking home. And it'd be nice to, in all honesty, I'm so tired of being alone all the time that I'm really hoping to find the right person. It's just my guard, I admit, is up. It's going to take the right people for me to allow them to get close to me. I've deactivated my other Facebook account to be able to get a break from this shit, to just shut down. Because there's just nothing good going on, and why is it that all I can do is just right now just post this negative shit all the time? So what happens when you're in a relationship with a fucking narcissist? They want everybody to believe that they're a victim, that they're innocent of everything. And they might say, oh, well, I'm not innocent of everything. But when you go to ask them, well, what are you not innocent of? They most likely will argue with you and not say what it is. They'll deflect it some way, shape, or form. Or they might give a little bit just to kind of gain your trust. But no. They want people to believe that they're incapable of doing stuff like that behind closed doors.